Hey, today we are here to discuss about the process of gametogenesis. We can see we have two diagrams, a female showing a pair of ovary and a male showing a pair of testes. So the formation of gametes or egg cells or ovum, whatever you name it, okay, in these ovaries is called gametogenesis. Likewise, the formation of gametes or sperms or spermatozoa or spermatozoon, whatever you name it, inside this testis is known as gametogenesis. In a very simple language, we can define gametogenesis as the process of formation of gametes in the gonad is called gametogenesis. And during this process or during gametogenesis, two things will be formed. One, sperm in testis in case of male, and the next ovum or ova in the ovary of a female. So gametogenesis can be divided into two processes. The first one is known as spermatogenesis, it's missing, and the second one is known as oogenesis. Today actually we are focused to study the process known as spermatogenesis. So spermatogenesis, what is spermatogenesis then? Spermatogenesis is the process of formation of sperms inside the testis of the male. Okay, so the process of this spermatogenesis completes within two phases. The first phase is known as formation of spermatid, and the second phase is known as spermiogenesis. So during the process of formation of spermatid, here we will see how the spermatid is formed, and in the second phase, what is known as spermiogenesis, here we will see how the sperms or spermatozoon or spermatozoa is formed. So let us see. Under the first phase, what is known as the formation of spermatid, it is further divided into three phases. The stage of proliferation, sometimes it is also known as the stage of multiplication. Then the second is the stage of growth, and the third one is stage of maturation. But before discussing these things, let us see some diagrams. Let me show you diagrams. So inside this testis here, this testis has been shown in enlarged form. This is a testis. Inside testis, we have long, elongated coil structures, these yellow structures. What are these called? These are known as seminiferous tubules. Okay, these are known as seminiferous tubules. So when you cut this seminiferous tubule and see its cross section, how can it be seen? So such structure can be seen here. So we have the same seminiferous tubules. The cross section is here. Okay. So if you see the inner lining of the seminiferous tubules, you can see a large number of cells are there. These are known as what? Germ cells. And these germ cells will produce what? Spermatogonia. What will this produce? The germ cells, this will produce spermatogonia. Let us see the chart. So already I have said spermatogenesis is divided into two phases, the process of formation of spermatid, and the next second phase is known as spermiogenesis. So under the process of formation of spermatid, we have three subphases: multiplication phase, growth phase, and then maturation phase. So what happens? The spermatogonia, okay, it will undergo repeated mitosis division, forming so many number of cells, diploid cells. So as there is a multiplication of germ cells into innumerable number of spermatogonia or spermatogonium such cells, again it is dividing, you can see, through the process of mitosis. This phase is known as what? Multiplication phase, right? Now each of these spermatogonium. Let's take one of the cell. Each of these spermatogonium diploid cell, this will slowly increase in its size with the accumulation of nutrient particles inside it, and it will attain a large size. Now, this spermatogonia will be called as primary spermatocyte. It is too a diploid cell, as already represented by 2n. Okay, so what is this? This is an enlarged cell with a deposition of nutritious materials inside it. Now, why the nutritious material is required, nourishing material is required, it will help this primary spermatocyte to undergo further meiosis cell division. So, this primary spermatocyte will undergo meiosis cell division. Well, let me give you a preconcept first. Under meiosis cell division, there is first meiotic division and second meiotic division. In the first meiotic division, there will be the formation of daughter cell with half number of chromosomes or haploid. They form haploid cells, and in second meiosis, they will again form the next daughter cells with the same number of chromosomes as the former cell. Okay, so let's see what happens here. So this primary spermatocyte will undergo first meiotic division and produce two cells. From a single diploid cell, two cells are produced, but each of these daughter cell, they have half number of chromosomes as represented by capital letter N, or small letter also it is used. Each of these cells, we will call them as secondary spermatocyte. Now, both of these cells, they will again divide for the second time. This will produce two daughter cells, this will produce two daughter cells. But what we will see here, each of these daughter cells, they will have the same number of chromosome as this secondary spermatocyte, right? It had n number of chromosome. Now both of these two cells, it will also have n number of chromosome, n number of chromosome. The same will happen here. This secondary spermatocyte, it is having n number of chromosome, the same will be here and the same will be here. So these four daughter cells finally formed, each carrying n number of chromosome, is now called as what? Spermatid. So what is spermatid? Spermatid are nothing, they are typical rounded cells having nucleus, Golgi body, centrosome, chromosomes, and cytoplasm inside it. So the first phase of spermatogenesis is completed, where we viewed how the spermatid is formed. Now, the second phase of spermatogenesis is known as what? Spermiogenesis. So, what will happen? Each of these spermatids will metamorphose into long, elongated structures with a tail known as sperms or spermatozoa. So, the formation of sperms or spermatozoa from these spermatids is known as spermiogenesis. Now let's see what may be the detailed structure of sperm then. Sperm, it is divided into head, middle piece and tail. Inside head there will be acrosome containing digestive enzymes. These digestive enzymes will help in the movement of the sperm inside the egg shell. Likewise, we see inside the head there is a presence of nucleus carrying 23 number of chromosomes. The middle piece is also known as collar. It contains mitochondria in long coiled elongated tube. It will help in the production of energy that will help this sperm to move inside the eggshell or ovum. Likewise, the last part of the sperm is known as tail, okay, or flagellum, that causes and helps the sperm to swim inside the egg cell, or let's say to swim inside the body of the female. Let's see, you must have understood. Have a nice time. Thank you.